What do you think is the hidden danger in online business? I have a really strong opinion on this, and that's what we're going to explore together today. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma Gibbons. I'm a brand messaging strategist, copywriter, and copywriting coach for those entrepreneurs among you who want to learn how to do it themselves. So if you're interested in exactly that, learning how to write better copy and content as well, then please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell below so you never miss a video. All right, I had to grab my coffee because this is going to be a little bit of a heart-to-heart kind of chat. So the hidden danger in online business. I was not really aware of this until I would say the last couple of months in 2021. This video is coming out in November 2021, and I would say pretty much when the world started opening up here where I live in Ontario, which I really consider as this past summer, this really came to the forefront for me. What is the hidden danger when you have an online business? And I think this was the case before. It just wasn't as obvious during the intense time of the pandemic when nobody could leave the house. Everyone was online. So in my opinion, the hidden danger of online business is forgetting that we're actually engaged with and providing services or products for real people. And that might sound a little bit obvious. Like, of course we know that, but do we really as online business owners? With everyone trying to sell the idea of passive income and basically the idea you never have to talk to a real person, right? They can just end up on your website or in your funnel and click purchase. But is that really the kind of life that we want to have, where we don't have human engagement? Do you feel good, or do you kind of feel like a number when you've been through that process enough times? It can feel really just very isolating, and it's not working either, right? So I think it worked for a while, especially for those big names that sell this. I need a sip of coffee. Those big names that sell passive income. Online courses, which is a whole other topic. The amount of people who actually create a successful online course that allows them true passive income, I think you know my thoughts on that. But this is such a selling point right now. So obviously, at least in these people's minds or in the past, people have bought into it. This idea that you can totally separate essentially yourself from real people. And if you just create something once and churn it out time and time again without you even being present, that is somehow a better quality business than someone who is a service provider or who creates bespoke products or likes to launch a new collection every few months when they've gotten feedback from their clients. And I just think that that's false. It's not a better business model. It's a business model and it might work for some people, or I think what's even better is having a mix. Some that's passive income, or someone can pop onto your website and grab a workshop that you taught in the past that's recorded and now available to them because you wouldn't offer it at all times of the year. Or they can grab, a workbook that you sell and you don't actually have to speak to them to sell it to them because it's a lower price point or it's something that's a downloadable. I think having that mix between those types of products or services and actual delivery and having conversations, discovery calls, I think that's the best. But it's even more important now that people seem to have this online fatigue. I think the solution in online business to that online fatigue that everyone is, I think, really faced with after so many years kind of locked up is engagement, real human engagement. And that might still have to happen via the internet if you're an online business owner. Maybe your clients live on the other side of the country or even on a different continent. I know I work with people from all over the world, from right here where I'm from in Toronto to the United States, to Singapore, to the United Kingdom, all over the world. I have team members. One is in Spain. The rest of them are here in Ontario. But even if it's online, to actually hop on and have a real conversation with them, to send a personalized email, to, when someone joins your email list, to take a moment to create a little video message for them, that real world human engagement where you're using each other's names, where you see each other's faces, and you actually hear them and hear what they say are their biggest problems, how they talk about their problems, and being able to provide that solution for them, it makes all the difference in the world. Because right now, I would say that people are just not converting if they don't have that engagement with you. People are tired of the funnel. People are tired of feeling like a number. I mean, This is a classic problem, right? Since the Industrial Revolution, this is a classic problem. People hate feeling like that in school. People intentionally choose to go to universities with smaller class sizes because they know they'll have a better quality education and they'll feel seen. They'll have better personal development too. Oh, I got carried away and my battery died. So we're back and we should have a full battery back now. So essentially what I am saying is that I think it's so easy when you're online and surrounded by these messages from really powerful people who have these passive, giant, massive courses with no human interaction. It's so easy to see that as the barometer of success. Like, that is how you know you've made it, when you could just lie back on a beach and do nothing. But of course, we also know that these people do not lie back on a beach and do nothing. That's a total lie. They're constantly visible. They are recreating their courses. They have big teams that they manage. They take, maybe a couple weeks of vacation a year. We know that because they at least tell us that, right? The moment you follow them on social media, you'll be able to see it. So it's a lie. I don't know that they're saying it on purpose and trying to manipulate us, but I think the way it comes across is easy to buy into, this idea that you can be totally hands-off, and that people don't need a lot of interaction. But the solution right now to webinars that aren't converting or Facebook ads that don't seem to be worth it is obviously making sure you've created a good webinar, you've got a great Facebook ads expert who's targeting the right people, but also to engage before you actually try and sell. That's the classic thing, right? That's why I talk about content writing and copywriting. Content writing has to come first. It's about being visible, showing the value you provide, educating, nurturing via, your email list, on social media, etc. So that way when they are warm, then you try to sell. Then you send them a sales email, right? And I think that's so forgotten because people want those quick wins. And you can get those quick wins too, but you cannot forget the fundamentals of how a business is run, which is, it's leads, it's marketing, it's sales, right? So it's basically content marketing because that gets you leads and it's nurturing at the same time. So content marketing plus sales. People forget about content marketing. They don't want to do it or they want to do it as passively as possible. And I think sometimes it works, right? Like YouTube, I'm technically speaking to a larger audience, but that's not what I'm thinking. In my head, I'm thinking about, I can't wait to see the comments that someone is going to provide, or can start a conversation in response. Because we've had some really good conversations here on YouTube, and I do my best to respond to every single person, because everyone is real, everyone matters, and in real life, I wouldn't just ignore people, I would talk to them. They're taking the time to talk to me. I'm going to say something in return. So anyway, I think it's this hidden danger that I think people aren't even necessarily aware of. It's kind of screwing them over. But we need to remember the real humans on the other side of that screen. So that is my thought for today. I'm going to finish up my coffee, and I want to say thank you so much for joining me. I'd love to know, do you agree with me? Do you think that this is the danger of having an online business? Do you see this message being put out in the world? I would love to see if you agree, if you have some other thoughts on it, or if you think there's an even greater danger that I haven't become aware of yet. Like I said, I only really started to internalize this one in the last couple months, so would love to know your thoughts. Alright, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the notification and subscribe buttons below so that way you never miss a video. I'm so grateful to have you here. Like-minded people who really who are in business because they love it and they love helping people. And that's really why we're here in the first place. And it's important that none of us forgets that, so we can hold each other accountable. And I just want to say thank you. All right, so if you've enjoyed this, I'm going to put my coffee down. Please consider checking out one of my other videos about copywriting and content marketing. And I will see you next Thursday. Bye.